And one of the things that really interests me so much about the TechStar model is the multiple mentorship, so I'd like to hear a little bit more about that. But San Diego, I have to say, is one of the best communities that I've ever been to. I come back often. I just literally got out of my car from driving here from Phoenix today. The attitude that the entire community has to help you, talk to you, integrate with you, share ideas with you here is huge. I've been working with ASU, who's actually, I'm against them because I graduated from the University of Arizona, but they're in my hometown. I've been working with them to try and cultivate at least a seed to start that kind of building of entrepreneurship in Phoenix, which is traditionally sticks and bricks. So really enjoy being like just waking up here in San Diego every day, because there's other of us that have to drive 5 hours just to enjoy it. But as to the multiple mentorship model, how does that work, and how have you guys been able to be successful in finding so many mentors that fit each business model? Is it just a similarity of business models, or is it just the Boulder community? Which of those adds to that?
So just to give you a little more depth, I guess, on how the thing works and how we get some people engaged. The mentors around each program, so there are about 200 in the 4 cities, 50-ish each. It's actually more than that now. They're really people that we've worked with for the most part, that sort of in network that we know are great and are doing it for the right reasons, and that's very key. They do it. People often ask me the question, why they do it. Mentors do it because they want their community to be better. The same kind of passion that you felt on the people who are just raising their hands. People want more interesting things happening in their community. They want to be leaders. They want to sort of give back, as successful entrepreneurs often want to do. So that's a big motivation. There's also a nice social driver for that. So, when you have 6 or 7 or 8 mentors helping a company, and the company is actually interesting, you get really nice engagement, not just between a mentor and a company, but between the mentors that are involved in that company. And that's been one of the most powerful dynamics around the whole thing. So you're sort of getting a relationship with someone you might not know, and if you're deepening it, that in turn, we found draws mentors from outside the community. They have this nice opportunity to come engage on this interesting set of companies with people in the community that are also as interesting as they are. So we've seen that sort of inflow. Our out-of-city mentors are now about 30% of the mentor pool. So that's just some of the dynamics around it. I think the other reason sometimes they do it is some of them are investors and it's deal flow, but actually let's say that's the minority of the reason they do it. They really are doing it for the other reasons, the social and the improvement of the system overall.
I'd add one quick thought is that we've always emphasized quality over quantity. David and I, talk about this a couple times a year. It's in the book. This, by the way, is the book that it's in. Has anybody here read the book yet?
Part of it.
Part of it, good. If you don't like the book, do us a favor. I'm just not telling you. But if you like the book, talk about it. Blog about it, tweet about it, tell your friends. It's something we worked hard on and we're proud of, and we're hopeful that it's useful. We're happy to have any feedback. But the point that I make about quality is, I think one of the challenges that you have as entrepreneurial communities start their ramp again in the first couple of years is there's a lot of excitement around it. And almost by definition, if you have a 20-year view, you're going to have more than one economic down cycle in that 20 years. And if you look at most entrepreneurial communities, they get knocked on their ass in that first economic down cycle. So they grow for 2 or 3 or 4 years, and then something happens, and then a couple of years passes, it grows again. And what you really need is you need sort of this sustained view that in any cycle, good or bad, there's opportunities for entrepreneurs to build new businesses, and that leadership has to sustain through it. And that's part of the quality dynamic that you're looking for as the entrepreneurial community grows. I think that attracts mentors to programs like TechStars because they're very high quality. You look at the other people around, they're high quality. You're working with first-time entrepreneurs who are high quality, but they're first-time entrepreneurs, right? But you end up in a situation where you start to get this momentum building of high quality, and that's something that builds. And that doesn't mean that there aren't, doesn't mean that there isn't value for everything else in the ecosystem. But you need to have some generators in the ecosystem that are really focused on